Hello and welcome back. Thank you for joining me on another session. Yours truly, Louis Pretorius from Blue Umbrella, the occupational health and safety professionals. Today's topic is ladders. Now, which company operates without a form of a ladder? Very few. You will find them from small 2 to 3 step ladders to the longest step ladders, 7 or 8 or 9 steps, to extension ladders, to all kinds of ladders, fold out ladders and so forth. But I think it is important to touch on, and what we have found in audits that we have conducted, is that very few employers and even safety people are aware of what to look out for and how to focus attention, the correct attention, to addressing ladders as a piece of equipment. Let me start off by reading from the latest of the South African Occupational Health and Safety Act and Regulations, Act 85 of 1993 book. So you can see that I'm not thumb-sucking, but I am actually just want to lay a foundation that you understand where I come from. Let's read what the general safety regulations say about ladders. It says, an employer shall ensure that every ladder is constructed of sound material and is suitable for the purpose for which it is used. Alright, now it sounds like a very straightforward statement. We'll get back to it later in the session. General safety regulations also refers to the following. Point 6 of general safety regulations. Work in elevated positions. No employer shall require or permit any person to work in an elevated position, and no person shall work in an elevated position unless such work is performed safely from a ladder or scaffolding, or from a position where such person has been made safe as if he were working from a scaffolding. Now, scaffolding is normally a platform. Alright, having said all of this, let's go to the construction regulations. Let's just read the definition of a fall risk. Fall risk means any potential exposure to falling either from, off, or into. Now it talks a little bit about fall prevention equipment and so forth. Then, in point 10 of fall protection, section B, it says a contractor must ensure that no person is required to work in a fall risk position unless such work is performed safely as contemplated in sub-regulation 2. Now, enough of the regulations and the rules. I wanted to lay the foundation. When health and safety professionals advise the workforce and the owners and shareholders and directors of companies, it is from the point of view that it is part and parcel of our job to educate and to motivate and to mentor. Now, people, must an individual then be found competent and have some form of training before he or she works on a ladder? And the very short answer is yes. The next question is, what kind of training? Well, if you go do accredited working at height training, endorsed by the professional body, the IWH, the Institute for Working at Height in South Africa, then you will be taught certain components about working at height, working with ladders, working from a fall risk position, working with fall arrest equipment. So the point is, what if I'm a one-man band? What if I have 5 employees, 10 employees? What do I do then? How do I, as the safety professional, handle that? Well, you know what? Toolbox talks. teach people the correct way of using ladders. Now, any form of knowledge is better than no knowledge. Any form of training is better than no training, provided that the outcome is specified to such an extent that the message you're trying to bring across has been accepted and people have been allowed to practice what you've taught them. There's some practical component. But please, I invite you, if you have any questions on this topic, you are in disagreement with me, or you might want to have some guidance and advice, go to our website, www.blueumbrella.co.za, get my contact details, send me an email, give me a phone call, or WhatsApp me, invite me for a cup of coffee, and I'll gladly share some thoughts and ideas with you. Remember, here at Blue Umbrella, we follow a practical approach. The information we share on these videos are not intended to be derogative, are not intended and directed at any institution or company, and it's not generalizing. We are merely sharing our thoughts of what is working for us. I want to end off the session by saying, one of the very important things or points to ponder on and to give attention to is checklists for ladders. People, do those checklists. Those checklists will really point out a couple of things about ladders that you might or might not know. If you need help, get all of us. Thank you for tuning in on another session. We look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.